Hey everybody, my name is Old School Nerd, and this is my reaction to Me Without You from Miss Floor Jansen. And you gotta ask yourself, does anyone do this better than her? You can make your case, but you might still be wrong. Check us out on OldSkuleNerd.com. It's got all the social media posts, the Patreon link for those who want to support the channel. Check us out over on Patreon. My same name is there. We're also on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, twitch.tv/OldSkuleNerd, where we do our live streams. Gotten that out of the way, let's get into this. This is my reaction to Floor Jansen. I've already done Fire and I've done Storm. And these are her little solo projects that she's done during the pandemic and post-pandemic. And she has her own channel and kind of blossomed during the pandemic when she was at home. And she was doing these amazing covers like, you know, she did Alone by Heart and all these different just classic power songs that she put her own spin on. And really, she's one of the best. Now, we just saw Sabaton in Houston, Texas. And of course, that means her husband was there playing the drums and he was doing his epic drum work on the drum set on top of the tank. And one of her friends and one of her fellow power female vocalists from Europe, Simone Simmons, was there. And when I see Simone Simmons live, I realize I haven't seen Nightwish yet, and I haven't seen Floor live. And when I watch Simone Simmons and Floor do some of the duets they've done on video, I'm blown away by the video of them when they do a duet. So you see on the video how good Simone Simmons sounds, and then you see her live and you're like, whoa. So that means this wonderful woman here, when I finally see her live, I'm going to be gobsmacked. Now, Europe is flush with amazing power, symphonic metal front women and front men. You know, let's not get it twisted. But when you're talking about Nuro Luhimo and, you know, Melissa Bonney and Simone Simmons and Floor Jansen, that's just 4 of dozens of amazing power vocalists in power metal bands fronted by women. It's just something that's truly beautiful. So let's check out this next one. It's called Me Without You. Of course, she's wearing her hat. I mean, come on. She could pull any look off, but this is a good one. All right, so do me a favor. Hey, thank you so much for the subscribes. Hey guys, when we hit 75,000, I'm doing something really stupid and we're getting closer. I'm getting scared, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Hey, thank you. Please give me a thumbs up. Give me a like on this video. It helps the channel along, helps get this video out. I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate you liking and sharing the video and subscribing to my channel. But more importantly, do me a favor. When you're done watching this video, check out the end. It's got a few little pop-ups for the Patreon there. But also, I'm going to put the link to this video here and all of Floor Jansen's social media information in the description below. As much as I appreciate you guys coming and checking me out, it's even more important that you click that link in the description to go to this original video here and give that a view and give that a like, because she's making all this amazing content. I'm just the idiot reacting to it. Deal? Thank you. All right, let's check this out. 3 minutes and 48 seconds of epic Floor Jansen, which is the same thing as 47 minutes of anyone else. That's like a factor of 12.
There's a me without you. In the darkest hour, we're like fading flowers, energy devoured, but you're holding on. In the loudest silence, we're like dirt and diamonds. Our words hit like sirens, yet you're holding on. You can lie to me, you can say we're meant to be, but
Effortless.
the
Jesus.
Never change the way I feel. I can't lie to you, 'cause I wouldn't know how to. And I'm sorry that it hurts, but it's the truth. There's a me without you. Let's just stop pretending, 'cause we know how this is ending. Nothing left worth mending, so quit holding.
I'm only stopping this just so I want you to appreciate something that a lot of you have noticed, a lot of you love about Flora Jansen, but I want to tell you guys again, when she goes from this textured, soft, intimate verse and she kicks into her chorus, and notes and volume and power that would normally be belting for your average standard vocalist, she's doing with just standard melodic tone. The power, she's not even pushing and she's getting that. It's really unique and it's scary. She doesn't have to go falsetto. She doesn't have to change her embouchure. She doesn't have to explode out and push through her from any place. This is just standard diaphragm breathing. It's relaxed. So think about this. Normal notes that a lot of vocalists that are world famous have to push and belt to hit. She's doing it with standard breathing. A lot of Flora Jansen fans know this already, but as this is the first or one of the few times you've seen Flora Jansen, catch this because it's scarily powerful.
I can't take this faking. All that's left is breaking. I must heal the aching, so I'm letting go. You can lie to me. You can say we're meant to be, but no words can never change the way I feel. I can't lie to you, 'cause I wouldn't know how to. And I'm sorry that it hurts, but that's the truth. There's a me without you. You can lie to me.
That's pushing.
You can say we're meant to be, but no words can ever change the way I feel. I can't lie to you, 'cause I wouldn't know how to. And I'm sorry that it hurts, but it's the truth. There's a me without you.
All right. If you're not subscribed, I don't know what to tell you. Again, like I said before, at the end on her reprisal chorus, she did push and belt. But understand that very few vocalists that you see a lot of can do that. Her standard melodic tone, just standard breathing, is a tone and a volume and a range with enough power that most people have to belt to get to. And she can do it with just standard breathing. And when she does belt, it becomes a force of nature. There are a handful of women that we all know that can do that. Some people don't realize that Barbra Streisand back in the 70s used to do this all the time. She's one of those people in her prime that could do that. Another one is Kelly Clarkson. That's why Kelly Clarkson is so well known, because Kelly Clarkson, when she sings in her normal voice, again, sounds like she's belting, but she's not. In fact, when Kelly does belt, it kind of distorts her voice a little bit, and she doesn't like doing it very often. It's one of the reasons why Kelly Clarkson has just remained a very, very powerful vocalist in music, because it's just a unique trait. Now, when Simone Simmons sings, she can also do this falsetto tone that just goes nuts. We don't hear a lot of the falsetto tone from Floor because she doesn't need it that often, because she's so well versed in there. Another classic example, and this is one of the reasons why a lot of people compare the two, Ann Wilson and Floor Jansen. Ann Wilson from the 70s and 80s and into the 90s is a lot like Floor Jansen now. Now, something else about Floor Jansen's voice that I actually like now, more than when I go back into the early 2000s and listen to some of her beginning stuff, her voice was so clean and young in the early 2000s that she kind of sat in that power belting tone all the time. I love this current experienced tone in Floor, because as she gets older, her voice gets older, there's a richness. There's little imperfections, not necessarily in a bad way. It's a kind of texture that erupts from her soft tone that you can connect to more. It makes it more intimate. You can start to feel now. So when she does these lovely, beautiful ballads where she can sing, and she sings in a whisper tone or in a very low tone, you can hear the different textures of her voice. As she ages, that's going to become more and more prominent. And that, to me, is the best Floor Jansen. So right now, to me, I feel like Floor Jansen's doing her best vocal work ever, because now she's not only able to belt, she's still able to do super power ranges with minimal effort, and her soft tone has a richness and a texture that only comes with age. People don't realize, but a very young Aretha Franklin didn't sound nearly as good as when Aretha Franklin got older and her voice became more texturous and everyone just fell in love with the Queen of Soul. This happens to everyone. Also, you have to understand that there are a few other names that I didn't mention in vocals, because I could sit here and talk about amazing, powerful singers that are in the women's vocal ranges all day long. Another one is Celine Dion. Remember, Celine Dion could also do a lot of the things that Floor Jansen is doing. However, remember, you have to take care of your instrument. Remember, Celine Dion's career almost ended when she lost her voice when she was a younger lady, because she pushed too hard. It's another reason why Floor Jansen, some of the things that happened to Celine Dion in the 90s now get reflected to a lot of the amazing female artists now. They've learned a lot of these tricks to take care of their instrument. That's why I love watching the Charismatic Voices channel, because she kind of gives you a little hint of what's to come when it comes to those things. She explains the science and technique. Everyone always thought that, oh, you just go up there and sing. No, there's a huge amount of effort, because your voice is your instrument. And if you think that you don't have to have Eddie Van Halen skill to sing like some of these artists do, well, you're wrong. You have to take care of your instrument. And just like Tank the Tech and other roadies take care of guitars and bass and drum techs, take care of all these instruments so they're working properly in all different ranges, there are voice coaches, ear, nose, and throat doctors. There's vocal cord doctors. I don't even know what they're called. Laryngologists or something. It's some weird, crazy name, but there are literal different ways you have to take care of your instrument. Floor Jansen has always taken care of her voice, and it shows now that, to me, this is the peak of her career. I absolutely love almost everything she does. And when I say almost, is because I'm still holding something out just in case she does something I don't like, which I don't think is going to happen. All right, guys, my name is Old School Nerd. Thank you so much for joining me today. This was Floor Jansen doing what she does, which is nuts. All right, guys, love one another. Take care of each other. We're all stuck on this mud ball together. We'll see you later.